Hello, welcome to TTNT, Topics That Need Talking. I'm your host, Jess. Today's episode is going to be about 20 is the new old. You can hear people talking about a quarter life crisis, that when they hit 25, they start to panic in their life, wondering, am I behind? Am I going too fast? Is this really where I'm supposed to be? Am I supposed to be somewhere else? I've heard it. I've said it. My own personal group of friends have said it. I don't know why 20 is the new old. When we were kids, even teenagers, like high school, we used to look at 20 and go, I can't wait to be that age. It looks so glamorous. It looks free. I get to do what I want. But no, now that I'm living in my 20s, I was horribly wrong. I was wrong to the point of I had to curse television, like TV shows, for how they lied to me and how my 20s would be and how smooth and easy it was and that was going to be nothing but parties, nothing but smiles. No, that's incorrect. Why I bring up a quarter life crisis is mostly because it can feel as if you're falling behind. Like, if you really do compare it to about 70 years ago, where the American dream was a big slogan for Americans. Don't you want the American dream with a white picket fence, a wife pregnant, and 2 kids running in the front yard as you're grilling on the barbecue? Most of those were directed towards men, so bear with me. You know, and then women were just supposed to be wives, supposed to be the homemaker. That was your goal. That was the peak of femininity. Now, in today, to be in your 20s is to, if you choose to, of course, go to college, go get a degree, or immediately go into the workforce. Start working now. It can be daunting to be in your 20s at this point, especially in today's age. The American dream isn't dead, but it has definitely changed. Now we just want to be happy. We don't all want to settle down by 22. We all don't want a family at 23. Some of us want to travel. Some of us want to just take risks, like open a business, see how that goes. Try something weird or do nothing, like just have a moment of calm and peace in our life. It's just an odd thing to look at 20 and feel so old in it already. Be like, man, I'm so old, I'm 27. Shut up. No, you're not. You're not old at all. Old at this point is like 90s. Is when you're in your 90s, and even then you're not old because you can still get up and do things. Granted, slowly and with a little bit more caution, but you're still able to do things in your 90s. The term old has almost lost its own definition within just common talk. It's not what it used to be. It can feel like you're falling behind when in your own personal friend group, whether it be your close friends or just in your friends in general. I know that I can feel behind. I've personally felt left behind. A lot of my friends have master's degrees. Super proud of them. Some of my friends are married now. Super happy for them. Some of my friends have started their dream career or what they've been studying in college and have entered that career field. Super proud. Always applauding my friends to do better, to get where they want to be. But then I look at me and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong for myself. Why do I feel left behind? Why do I feel like I missed a step or I missed my opportunity somewhere? Like, I can get horribly down on that thought. And I've talked to my friends openly about that, where I'm not behind. I'm going at the speed I need to be for my life. But at the same time, granted, a lot of my friends are doing amazing things. I'm doing amazing things in their eyes. The amount of concerts I've been to, it's ridiculous. And my bank account is telling me to stop. I'm not, but it's telling me to. The amount of traveling plans I have set up, and I am going to, it's going to be amazing. They look at me and go, well, we can't do that. The grass is greener right now. In their eyes, I'm the greener grass, just like how in my eyes, they're the greener grass. It just feels weird. And even some of them are like, I feel like I rushed my life a little too fast. Maybe I shouldn't have done this at a young age. It was the right thing to do. Don't apologize for being happy at that time. You can't take back a good moment. Just live in it and just enjoy. Like, a personal story of mine for this topic is I looked at all my friends getting their master's degrees, getting married, entering the career field like I stated earlier, and how I felt behind. And then how they look at me like, well, you get to do everything we want to do now, and we can't due to our career, our personal lives, or education. And we just look at each other and go, we're not at a standstill. Time is always moving forward, whether we like it or not. Why do we feel as if we're not doing it correctly? We used to look at adults, whether that be at 18 or our parents or grandparents or whatever, and say, well, they have it all together. I can be just like them. Wrong. Incredibly wrong. Now that I'm older and my mother can talk to me like an adult and be completely honest with me, sometimes it's refreshing to hear parents or other adults say, I'm just winging it. I'm taking life one day at a time and seeing how it treats me back. It's amazing to hear those words, to know that not everyone has their ducks in a row. No one's puzzle is complete. And it just makes me feel, all right, I'm not alone in that. I'm here for this. Not one of those, oh yeah, I always knew I wanted to do this, and so I started from this age and succeeded in that, progressed into this field, and now I'm at the top of my class. I don't hate those people. Don't misunderstand that. I am envious of those people because I don't understand how someone can know what their life's purpose is. Because sometimes I look at those people, and I've met some of those people, and I'm like, well, let me take you on the walk on the beaten road. Like, have you done this before? And they can look at me and go, no, I've never done that before. And so I start listing the things off that I've done, and they kind of look at me and go, huh. I've not made them realize you haven't lived a real life then. No, not at all. I'm just having them kind of open their eyes to, it's okay to know exactly what you wanted to do, but don't be afraid to try things that you didn't know that you would like. You don't know what you like until you tried it. The one thing my therapist has told me that has been sticking with me for the last few weeks. Don't be afraid to try things, especially in your 20s. This is the time to make mistakes. Oh my gosh, I had someone in their 70s tell me that randomly. I was walking by and they just started chatting with me. We were walking on a trail somewhere. Oh no, it was just like a park trail actually. And then we just got to talking about like the nature, the scenery. And they asked me how old I was because I looked really young. And I told them, oh, I'm 24. They said, oh, make as many mistakes as you can now, because these mistakes will help you later. They make great stories and you can laugh about them later. And I had to stop and look at them and go, well, what makes you say that? And they said, I would rather have made the mistakes that I made in my 30s and my 20s, where it had little repercussions. And it would have given me the strength and the growth I needed for my 30s. Which made me look, and I said, well, did you not have it together in your 30s? And they looked at me and said, I'm in my 70s and I'm still trying to put it together. Life is one big cliff. You just jump and hope. And I had to look and just smile at them, saying, it brings me joy to know that you're still working it out. It brings me joy that you're not letting it hold you down, stop you, or bring you down. You're just doing what you can and you're happy today. At a previous job of mine, a coworker had said, I don't think I'm doing life right because he's older and he's not doing what he thought he would be doing at this age. I had to look at him and go, don't be mad at how you are today. Today is just a test for tomorrow. You can always make tomorrow better. And he just kind of looked at me and went, yeah, but, and I said, no buts. Just because you didn't think you'd be here today doesn't mean today is a failure. It means you can change tomorrow. We can't change yesterday. We're living today, work on tomorrow. To which he kind of had to look at me and go, I guess, yeah. But still, I'm not happy where I am. And I said, well, make tomorrow better. You're not happy now. Doesn't mean you won't be happy 5 minutes from now. Doesn't mean I can't make you laugh in 30 seconds. But I was trying my best to cheer him up and go, at this point, yeah, I want to live a fulfilling life, but I also want to live a life that I'm happy with. I always have to laugh when people are like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? At one point, I was so honest with someone. I said, I hope to be happy 5 years from now, no matter what I'm doing. If it brings me joy, I'm excited to go do it. Even if it means I'm struggling and might cry later, I want to be happy. Just let me be happy and I'm doing something right. They respected my answer and they were like, I've not heard someone use that, answer that question that way. And I felt a little proud that I gave them such a different answer, but that's kind of how I take it. 20 isn't the new old. There is no old. I do believe in the person that told me 20s is the time for mistakes. Let me fall, let me trip, let me make all the mistakes I can now so that later in life, I have all this wisdom. I have the education from my past to help make my future a lot better. I just want to be happy in my life. I want to be happy in my 20s too, with all my mistakes. I'm a mess, but I'm still happy with what I've done and what I'm going to do. I hope you guys are too. And that's 20s is the new old. You've been listening to TTNT, Topics That Need Talking with Jess. The next episode will be about the people you'll meet. If you want to reach out to me, I have a Twitter if you want to create a discussion over there and just speak to me and see my thoughts on any other topic that either you think needs talking or just want to talk about what was discussed in this episode. You can comment below and I'll see and respond to it, or like your comment at least to indicate that I read it. My Twitter handle is in the description below. Have a good day, you guys. Be happy and stay safe.